good afternoon, good afternoon. So I'm back with another good one, right? And I want to break down motion and movement. I want to use a comparison of the orbit of the sun, moon, and stars and bring it forth to the human being movement, right? And how human beings really don't have motion and movement. And I want to start from the beginning of motion and movement upon the creation of mankind, right? And what the Almighty said about having motion and movement. I want you to like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. Nobody's not really talking about these facts. Nobody's really not talking about these certain things, which is really important about having motion and movement. We are being stagnated and we are being stuck in upon darkness as mankind. And we was created of the best of mold, the best of creation, mankind. This is all true fact. But the Creator dropped a little knowledge and wisdom and understanding for those that can catch on, to those that is connected and have some information of sense of spirituality. He just want to, bring to awareness to those that is fortunate and those that's unfortunate when you are given access to learning who you are. And I'm going to read this in Arabic. I know it's been a while since I read from the Quran, right? This is Arabic. This is Yusuf Ali. I love this Yusuf Ali. I love it, right? And I love the footnotes in Yusuf Ali, basically, how it breaks down certain things from a point of view which you can understand. I recommend that all of my followers, all my subscribers, go get yourself a Quran so you can follow the things that I'm saying. Now, you may not understand the Arabic part, but I'm going to translate it into English. If and when you do get a Quran, basically, you can follow through, basically, okay? I recommend that you go get a Quran because I am Muslim, right? So come on, let's go. This is chapter 22, verse 5. Chapter 22, verse 5. You can name a call for a editor. How you doing, Fish for Life? How you doing? Hello, how you doing? So I need to get in this topic. Keep hitting me in the comments, okay? I got to read this topic, all right? This is talking about motion and movement upon mankind, right? And it's basically telling you, as mankind, you're supposed to have motion and movement, basically. And if you don't have motion and movement, right, upon yourself, there's our results and there's our thing that's going to take place upon you to stop you from having motion and movement. This is all big facts, okay? So this is chapter 22, verse 5, right? This is in the Quran. Chapter 22, verse 5. The Creator says, he says, Ya ayyuha nasu in kuntum fi raybin min nal bagti fa inna khalaqnakum min turabin thumma min tufatin thumma min alaqati thumma min mudghah tin mukalafa qatin wa ghairi muqallaqatin litu Bayina lakum wa tu ki ru fi al ha min ma na sha u ila a jalin mu sama no saman thuma nahri khu mu tiflan thuma li tag lu gu a shudakum wa minkum ma yu ta wafa wa minkum ma yu wad du ila adali mu no u yeah umuri li kai la ya lama min abdi elam yeah elam shay an watawa ada ha min datan fa idha azal na alayhim ma'am tazat wa bait wa an ba ta min kuli zaw ji bahim. Right? He says, O mankind, if ye have a doubt about resurrection, consider what we created out of dust, then out of sperm, then out of a leech-like clog, then out of a muesli of flesh, partially formed and partially unformed, in order that ye may manifest our power to you. And we cause who we will to rest in the room for a turn pointed. Then do we bring you out as babies, then foster you, that ye may reach your age of full strength. And some of you are called to die, and some are sent back to a feeble old age, so that ye know nothing after having known much. And further, thou seest the earth barren and lifeless, but when we pour down rain on it, it becomes to life. It swallows and it puts forth every kind of beautiful growth in pairs. Do you understand that? That's motion right there. That's motion and movement. That's motion and movement about mankind, on who you are. Let's not forget who we are as human beings. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hello? Thank you so much for tuning in. Do you understand this? Of resurrection, of movement, what's being took place each and every day of our lives? This is movement here. This is everlasting movement, all the way to resurrection, all the way till we die. This process, right, of man creation will not stop. So it's telling you from a point of view, from a scientific point of view, a spiritual point of view, and a physical point of view, movement and motion, movement and motion. What is taking place on who you are? What is your purpose? What is your purpose, beloved? Because your purpose is to have movement and motion, not to stay in one place, not to stay about and stagnated and watching others have moving and motion while you plot and plan. That's not the objective. That's not the plan. The plan is to have motion and movement. The earth have motion and movement. The sun have motion and movement. Right? The moon has motion and movement. The stars have motion and movement. Everything have motion and movement but mankind. What are you doing? You are not flowing with the plan. You're becoming stagnated by watching others. As everything having motion and movement, get in tune. Once you get in tune, you can have motion and movement by yourself. I don't want to be this right here. You see what he's talking about? He is checking and stepping to those that have a different opinion about motion and movement. He brought about motion and movement. You heard what he said? If you are in doubt, mankind, of resurrection, of, you know what I'm saying, of having life after death, check this out. We have sent down rain upon the earth when it's barren and dirty and have no life. Look at the desert. Look at the desert. It still has motion and movement, but it needs rain in order to produce life, to have motion and movement, so things can do what? It can continue on a cycle of having motion and movement to be part of the plan. Everything's a part of the plan but mankind. Then he said, you are a sperm. You're sperm. You're the lowest of the low. You're a sperm. Like a leech-like cloud. Then we clothe you with flesh. Partially formed. And then you unform. And then we order you and manifest the other having movement in order to have movement. And then we rest you in the souls where you having movement. So why get here in existence on this earth and not have motion and movement about yourself? Don't let this go over your head. Don't let it go ahead and take it, internalize it. Look at the earth. Look at everything around you. Look at the birds and bees and everything that have motion and movement. What are you doing? You are the greatest of creation besides the creator. Have motion and movement. Get in tune with the motion and movement so you can get to the bag, the triple bag. That is what's waiting for you. Forget about what's going on. Forget about the plots and plans. Start having motion and movement. When they have another plot and plan, I'm going this way. When they have another plot and plan, I'm going that way. Get in tune with the Almighty Creator. That's telling you about motion and movement. It's about motion and movement in life, in existence. Then he said he caused some of you to die. He takes some of you back. And then bring you back to a state of what? Feeble age of having knowledge, and then take the knowledge from you. Then you turn back into the Benjamin Button syndrome. To a feeble state. People changing your pampers. May the Lord forbid us that we go to that we keep a little motion and movement. A little motion and movement. You don't want to get to that state. So take control of motion and movement now and pass it on to your bloodline, which is your children. This is actual facts, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, all around the world. This is about having motion and movement. Mankind, oh mankind, if you are in doubt of resurrection, look at the earth, look at the sun, the moon, and stars. Look at the very rain that fall upon the earth, that brings life to the earth when things are dead. Are you kidding me? Have the motion and movement. Nothing is stagnated. Nothing is stagnant. It's staying in one place. Stuff is having motion and movement. It is mankind that's always stagnated and staying in one place and watching everything else. For what? What is it doing for you? It's bringing you down a dark, dark path where we don't want to go. Understand the intelligence that's talking to you. That is there. It's a reminder for you and I. Have motion and movement. This entity have motion and movement, taking many of us down. Generation to generation, you don't see that? Don't be a part of that motion and movement. They have motion and movement by telling us this is the op. So you know what? I gotta have motion and movement. I gotta move back, you know what I'm saying, move about in New York City, anywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere I touch, I gotta have motion and movement. And motion and movement is bringing light. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing light into darkness. Straight facts, meaning dumb, deaf, and blind. I'm gonna get into darkness. It's not what you think it is. That's in my, at 6:30, check out my live that I'm about to get into the darkness. I'm going to break that down. I'm going to break it down why darkness was created. That you don't know. That you never heard this before. This is why this platform is so dope. This is the dopest platform on YouTube. That's only getting a little bit of views. Because the things that we're saying is not meant for you to encourage yourself, to get in tune, to embark on knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a spiritual eye. This is facts. Have motion and movement. Before you end up in like this, in a feeble state of having knowledge, and then knowledge taken away from you, and now you're in a feeble state. You're in a fetus state, like a baby. Where there will not be no motion and movement for you. Get in tune with nature. Get in tune with the earth. Get in tune and get to that bag and keep the wonders of the Creator first. The Alpha Omega. This is facts. This is what I'm doing. And for those that sit on this platform and talk about getting murdered and talking about not having motion and movement out in this darkness, that's a coward move. That's coward. Because whatever's going to happen to you, it's happened to you. The Creator says in the Quran, He said death will seek you out. If you on the highest mountain, it will seek you when your time has come. Your time has come. So you got to have motion and movement. That's motion and movement. Show the people that you example. Show the people that you can exist in darkness and fight. Bring them with you. Spin the block. Spin the block. Grab them up. Come on, let's go. Get this murder, death, kill. They on the corners right now. They been on the corners, but they are on the corners, killing people. That's where they dwell at. In these shadows. Where the drugs and alcohol and all of these things are being played. Where there's not motion and movement. You just staying in one spot, 8 hours, 16 or whatever how many hours you're staying in. Have motion and movement. We are not meant to stay in one spot. We are meant to travel throughout the earth and beyond and bring back the information to civilize the uncivilized. This is facts. Hit the notification bell. When I go live 6:30 tonight, that's going to be dope. You think this is dope now? It's going to be dope, beloved. Please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. So you know I'm dropping bangers and hit for you as the darkness overspread. And I'm stepping to the darkness. Like what? This entity is a devil and demon and killing people. It's not a human being. It's getting human beings and other people doing dirty work. It's a coward. Get in tune with the movement in motion. Peace. Peace.